than our American flag, and how beautiful it is hanging on the courthouse along with the Italian flag. Those two flags mean so much to all of us, and we are so lucky and so blessed to be greeted by them. There's a family story of my great-great-grandfather, Salvatore Bernetti. It said that he was so proud to be in America that his nickname was Yank. Well, Yank, I want to thank you for coming to America. Because you came, I am here. Because you came, I love experiencing so much of my Italian culture. One of my favorite traditions is our culture is Christmas Eve dinner. The whole house is busy and frenzied, and being in the kitchen feels like a can of sardines with everybody squished together, pitching in, offering their expertise and cooking. And we all end up smelling like fried fish. But I still love the Feast of the Seven Fishes, and not just the movie my Uncle David makes us watch 4 to 5 times a year. Because they came, I love hearing stories of my family. My great-grandfather, Giuseppe Joe Bernetti, was 5 years old when he came to Ellis Island. At the time, if you were sick, you were not allowed to be admitted into the country. He had a sty in his eye. It was said that his father Yank squeezed his hands so hard to make little Giuseppe cry, so he would rub his eye, and when the inspector asked what was wrong, his father slyly explained the boy was just sad to be leaving home. Grandpa Joe would grow up and make a home in Northview with his wife, Catherine DeLuca Bernetti. He was a well-known barber, and she owned a small market, Bernetti's store. They were the first couple to be married in St. James Catholic Church. Because they all came, I love being Italian. My nunny, Rosemary Wizzy Bernetti Tennant, made sure of that. I was only 9 years old when she passed away, but I have vivid memories of her enthusiastically and demandingly teaching and showing her children and grandchildren the importance of who we are, how we celebrate, and why we appreciate it. She would make Easter bread loaves bigger than my head, and one year she made me and 2 of my cousins our own loaves and braided it with an egg in it and wrapped them in baby blankets, and then we rocked the bread like a baby. Much of my fond Italian memories were formed in the home of my late maternal grandparents. There I helped my mother and nunny make pita piatas, sing Italian songs, and learn about my family history. My mother and her siblings have learned it well too. They carry on my nunny's work in making pita piatas for the Feast of the Seven Fishes Festival in Fairmont every December. As I serve Regina Maria XLIV this year, I will reflect on my Italian heritage and those who have gone before me and made me the young woman that I am today. This year will be a love letter to our ancestors. It is a love letter written through our actions as my family, my community, our state, and the village in Italy that I have seen pictures of and heard stories from and long to visit. San Giovanni in Fiore is where my family comes from. San Giovanni taught me my first feelings of jealousy. When I was 4, my cousin Eliza ran around the whole house saying, "I'm going to Italy with Nunny, I'm going to Italy with Nunny," and she was pinching my cheeks, and they went for a month. She was so happy and so excited, and I was so jealous. I wanted to go so badly because even at age 4, I knew it was such an amazing place. And how could I not know? In my nunny's house, we were surrounded by images and memories of her visits. Those pictures and items displayed that love and honor. It's the same love and honor that created the West Virginia Italian Heritage Festival. It started as a way to say thank you and to make sure our traditions and heritage would be celebrated and understood, even if we were never able to visit our ancestors' homeland. Thank you to the Board of Directors, the Queen's Committee, the volunteers and sponsors for giving me this opportunity and helping me on this journey to serve as Regina Maria XLIV to represent this wonderful celebration. I have so many memories of enjoying the festival, music, and food with my nunny, my mother and father, and visiting the Honorary Council. When I was little, my mom even bought me a green, white, and red outfit to wear, and like any good Italian mother, she bought it way too big, so I would have to wear it for many years as I grew without having to buy a new one. And at least I knew what I was going to wear to the festival every year. There are so many pictures of me in that dress that the hemline is shorter in each picture. This opportunity for my family is made even more special because my cousin Emily Glasgow is a maid of honor with me this year. I'm sure Grandpa Hank Bernetti would be proud of his 2 great-granddaughters. To my aunts, uncles, and all my cousins, and my mom and dad, I've loved how you've continued so many of the traditions and have made some of our own along the way. Nunny and Granddad would be proud. We honor our ancestors when we continue our family traditions and customs. While we may write a love letter to our ancestors, the letter they wrote to us is filled with their courage, sacrifice, and devotion to move to a new land of opportunity, but never forgetting their own ancestors in Italy. Our ancestors' history is our legacy, and we carry it forward in our hearts and in our actions as we celebrate them. I'm honored to represent the West Virginia Italian Heritage Festival as Regina Maria XLIV, but more importantly, I'm honored to follow in the footsteps of my ancestors as an American proud of my Italian roots.
Yay!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, as